The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Grab behind the line. It's Harris. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Power football with the run. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Ingram.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The Green Wave with plenty of options here on second and short. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. That's caught. It's Petty. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he can make the catch.
Quick release by the QB. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Picks up the first down, still moving. They bring him down with the big play, will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Tulane with an opportunity on first and goal. He might want another play. From the gun, looking for a man. Touchdown, Tulane! Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Quarterback just threw that one wide. Might have been bothered that the defender was going to try to undercut that route and pick it off.
Yeah, and those out routes, remember, you're throwing all the way towards the sideline, so it's a longer throw. And you're right, if you miss short, Reese, that DB gets to take it, collect it, and go back to the house the other direction. So you definitely want to miss long, but I just wouldn't say that long.
Wants to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. On the run, it's Ingram. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Throws to the back. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
The green wave in a world of hurt on third and long. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Tulane now facing third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Sends it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Field position here as they start this drive from their 43. To the ground with the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. Give to the big fullback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Now the play fake. Now sliding to his left. Pulls it in. It's Williams. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the 1st quarter. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. This will be his 2nd time. Oh, they're trying to trick him. It's a fake. And he's got it. It's a 1st down. Timing is everything, and the timing of that fake punt call was perfect, and it winds up being a touchdown. How about the punter, the king of the athlete on the football field, able not only to kick the ball away, but also with brilliant arm talent.
Who says punters aren't athletes? I do. But that was a really good play right there. Heck of a job, heck of a disguise, heck of a throw. Probably going over to the quarterback saying, hey, bud, you see that? Punters are athletes too, baby.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Tulane comes to the line, lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now he wants to take the top off. Grabs it inside the 15. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
The Nittany Lions line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in come.
Forgets the kick. He's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Gives it on the option. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward.
You know, and I think a more accurate throw gives him a chance to catch that in stride, turn upfield, and get the 1st down. He was able to pluck it out of the air, get his foot down and bounce, but now it sets up 4th and short.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt-covered unit. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the 2nd quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you can really get dangerous in this ballgame. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Looking to throw for it. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this. He's got it down the left. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what you saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Tight end now in motion. On the run, it's Ingram. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll run it from the gun. Turning it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
Motion from the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He gets into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion ties the game. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Pulls it, fire complete. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. Back to pass on 2nd down. The screen, and watch out. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
They'll run the option. They'll try the run. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quick catch on third down. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. That is no good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. About to start here in the second half, Tulane will kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he's got it inside the 35. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. They want to throw it. Pumps it downfield. Got him, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Getting set for the point after.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The snap sets up the throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's very air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Dances away. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
That's a good example of a good pass rush affecting the quarterback's rhythm. He wasn't able to just take his steps and throw with his feet underneath him on balance. He was forced to move, forced to escape the pocket, and right away everything fell apart with the accuracy and obviously not on the same page with his wide.
They'll move the tight end. Trying play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. And the QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Flips it out on the screen. Crosses the 30. Breaks into the open. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
And that's a first down for the offense.
After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. They'll send the tight end in motion. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Off the play fake. Steps away. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Maybe a little long for a field goal, definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. Makes the grab.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Under fire. Looking for an open area to his left. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Trying to take it back.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. The play-action fake. Quarterback extends the play. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. Picked off to stop the threat. Taking it the other way.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but this is a critical 3rd down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
Sets up the screen. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
Good enough for a 1st down.
The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Off play action on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. The short hands, it's Williams. Hard-hitting tackle.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
And the Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half, and I think that's the right decision.
And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Harris. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Tulane just a few inches away might take a shot on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Defense wants to bring the heat. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Off the bootleg and rolling out. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
Off play action. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Penn State! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy.
There he goes! And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Running back searching for a hole. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Right down the middle. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Making side adjustments here. And back to the air on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do to you.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Punch it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
He wants to change this route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Got his man to the left. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they got it down to the 30-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
So this is likely an exercise in futility or a little window dressing or lipstick on a pig, just to make the final score look a little better. Wants to go up top. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle.
29, Tulane, 21.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD.